So then guys, the MacBook Neo is one of those products that on paper doesn't look that exciting, but in reality, it might actually be one of the smartest Macs Apple has ever made in its history. Because this isn't about performance, specs, or even price. This is about something much bigger, getting people into macOS. And that is where this machine really shines. Now, let's be real for a second. A lot of people have said the MacBook Neo isn't power enough. You've probably seen the comments, 8GB of RAM, not a pro chip, not designed for heavy workloads. But honestly, that completely misses the point with this machine. Because for the vast majority of people, this thing is more than enough. We're talking about web browsing, emails, watching YouTube, Netflix, office work, light photo editing, and even some light video work. The MacBook Neo handles all of that easily. And the real reason it feels so smooth isn't just because of the chip, it's because macOS is so incredibly efficient. It doesn't bog itself down with background junk, it doesn't feel like it's constantly fighting you, and it doesn't eat up all that RAM the same way that other operating systems do. So even with 8GB of RAM, it just works. And honestly, if you use it over time, you might feel that your Mac slows down just a tiny bit here and there, but there are generally some great tools out there can help things, along. And in fact, that actually leads me on to today's sponsor. So then guys, if you're using something like the new MacBook Neo or really any Mac right now, then you'll know how easy it is to get completely in the zone. Editing, browsing, exporting, everything just flowing. But then, out of nowhere, your Mac starts slowing down, storage fills up, and it just breaks that momentum. Now, this is where today's sponsor, Clean My Mac, comes in. And I've been using this recently to basically keep everything running smoothly in the background without me even thinking about it. With just a couple of clicks, it clears out system junk, old files, and duplicates. So you're not wasting space on things you don't even need. What I really like though is the Smart Care feature because it gives you a simple dashboard to optimize everything at once. Plus, things like Space Lens visually show you what's actually taking up your storage so you can clear it fast. And then there's even built-in malware protection and performance tools that help reduce background strain so your Mac just feels consistent all of the time. The best way to describe it is like a kind of a silent partner for your Mac, just keeping everything ticking over so you can stay focused on what you're actually doing. So if you want to check it out, make sure you check out the link in the description below and you can try it for 7 days for absolutely free. And also if you use my code MATTECH, you will also get 20% off. But moving on from this, back to reason why I'm thinking the MacBook Neo is so clever. Not for you guys just thinking I've just made this video to have a sponsor integration. There's actually a real good point why Apple have made this, and this is why I think it's so clever. The MacBook Neo isn't trying to replace a MacBook Pro. It's acting as a gateway. It's that first step into the Mac world. Think about it. If you've never used macOS before, you'd have to pay, over $1,000 to buy a machine like a MacBook. And that is super expensive. Plus, it's an operating system that you have never used before in the past for a lot of people. You've all been using Windows. So yeah, this is really, really hard to actually, to say, I want to pay out $1,000 and then on top of that as well, learn a new, operating system. But that is where Apple have been so clever here, because obviously now the new price point that you can pick up one of these for $500 with the educator's discount, you will get it and you get to learn how macOS works, how apps behave, how things like AirDrop, iMessage, FaceTime and iCloud all connect together. And once you've used it for a while, you get super comfortable. And I know this for a fact, there's so many people who will put down in the comments below that you prefer macOS over Windows any day because how easy it is and how great it is for you guys. And this is why it's been so clever what Apple have done here. They're giving you a machine to learn macOS and then later on upgrading to another machine becomes a no-brainer. You might start with the Neo, then a year or two down the line, you might be thinking, actually, I need more power, maybe for editing, maybe for coding, maybe for LLMs or heavier apps out there, whatever it is going to be, you'd upgrade to a MacBook Air or even to a MacBook Pro. But here's the thing, you already know the system system. You already know the operating system. No need to relearn everything all over again. There's no need to, tweak things or change things. You will know exactly how macOS operating system works, and you will also know most likely that those Pro apps that you probably might have tested out on your MacBook Neo, that not that fast maybe, but the point is that you will have that power instead, and it's very clever what Apple have done here. But honestly, I think there's also another piece of the puzzle here, what I think Apple might do in probably a year, 18 months or 2 years or so. And that is, I reckon that, when we get to say like the back to school sales and things like this, not this year in 2026, but probably 2027, there'll be an option to trade back in your MacBook Neo, and they'll probably give you a little bit extra money for it on top too. And you could get yourself a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro. They will do something very clever that when you go back to the lights or start to go to college or university, Apple will offer that boosted trade-in for your MacBook Neo. And this is where, like I said, people will be able to buy yourself a MacBook Air. And yeah, this actually makes quite a lot of sense what Apple are doing here. They're not just trying to sell you a laptop to get on with, they're actually selling you their ecosystem long term. And as we know, once you're in an ecosystem, you will most likely want to stay inside of it. And especially if you've got your iPhone syncing with your Mac, your iPad working as a second screen, AirPods instantly connecting between all your devices, it will just all seem seamless, and it'll be a no-brainer to ever go to a different machine or any other kind of operating system. Now, with that, that's my point. Compare this to, say, the likes on Windows side. Right now, honestly, I'm going to say this, that Windows 11 is a bit of a mess. You've got ads creeping up. We've got AI or unnecessary AI being pushed in all the time. Constant updates, background processes eating up resourcing. And as we know, after 3 or 4 months even using a new Windows machine, it starts to slow down, and you can feel that. Whereas with macOS, it's the opposite experience. It's clean, it's stable, and stays fast over a long time. And that's another massive win for the MacBook Neo, because even though it's an entry-level machine, it's going to age really well. Apple typically supports their Macs for a long time, and I expect with the MacBook Neo, they're probably going to update it for the next 4 to 5 years with new kind of macOS updates, and then probably security updates beyond that. So this isn't a laptop that you buy, replace in a year because it's slowed down or something like that. This is something that will actually last. And then the great thing is, if you do want something even more powerful, there will be options for that, and they'll probably have those trade-in options too. So when people say the MacBook Neo isn't power enough, I actually think they're looking at it completely the wrong way, because this isn't about raw power. It's about experience. It's about ease of use. And most importantly, it's about getting people into macOS in the smartest way possible. And once you're in, everything else will just fall into place. And that's why I think the MacBook Neo might not look like the most exciting Mac out there right now, but I would actually say it's probably one of the most important Macs that Apple have ever made. But on that note, what do you think? Do you think this is a very clever strategy that Apple have done right here? Have you also bought yourself a MacBook Neo, planning to get one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want any of the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I will see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.